Today, we're talking about how the kitchen and the wisdom passed down through people we love shapes the woman we become. Faith, food, they uncover the beauty that we really do have along the way, where the things we gather along the way and how it shapes us. Food, I think it's life.
Welcome to Mama's Kitchen.
Giving cooking tips that we know will help you and just brings out the things we do.
So, welcome to the Sisters Let's Talk podcast lounge.
Yes, I'm Fumi,
And
and
I'm
this is
Lucia.
you. So let's talk about kitchen. Why is the kitchen such a, for me, it's one of my favorite places in the house. I like to cook. Um, I like making food. I like to experiment
Hmm.
with food. I like how food looks on the plate. I like it. I like to have my own restauranty sessions in my
Ah,
kitchen. It has to look fancy.
yes,
Even if I'm eating,
you need to put up your picture that you had for Easter brunch. Who thinks of Easter brunch? Please. She had, as she said, exactly as she's saying it, she sent me this picture. I'm like, oh, sure. And it looked like, what did I say? It looked
like
like
the Last
the Last
Supper.
Supper
Like, how?
because it had the olives. There was, what was it again? Some bruschetta, and it literally was like a platter of wonderfulness.
Yes,
And I'm like, yeah,
I.
we just had leftover food, man.
But I eat with my eyes. That that is number one. So if you just throw things on the plate, I get full right away. Seriously, I literally get full, and it doesn't go down my throat. Like I do cooking shows in my kitchen. I time
Yes,
myself. I do time myself. Like yesterday, dinner was supposed to be made in 30 minutes. So I like from prep to cook and on the table, we ended up doing 35 minutes, but I
that's
wanted
still
it done
good.
in 30. Yeah. So, and I made some potatoes and pork chops
Mm, mm, mm.
and some nice gravy to go with it and some vegetables. I wanted it done in 30 minutes from start to finish, prep and everything. So it's one of the way that keeps the excitement, keeps the make it fun.
Right. You don't feel it's
You don't feel,
monotonous and you're just
yeah,
going repeating the cycle over and over.
yes, makes it fun. Like the way I serve it. Like yesterday, I served it in a big platter instead of putting it on everybody's plate and make it look fine. I served it on a big platter. Um, have the potatoes around it. Have the pork chops in the middle. Have the potatoes around it. I took my nice fancy platter out of my cupboard. Don't keep it for just Thanksgiving.
Talking about grandmama's kitchen and mama's kitchen. That's
Exactly.
what they used to have.
Like you only eat it on
Only,
Christmas. You only use from that plate at Christmas.
yes.
No, I don't do that. No. Mm-mm. Some days I take my really good dishes out and we eat it on a Thursday because that's the day I feel like making something
Making
fancy.
something fancy.
But yeah, mostly Sundays we'll try to make I really I really feel like, well, for me, and maybe it's just because I like cooking and it's like I said, that's kind of my style. But I want when my kids go to a rest, well, it has its pros and cons. When my kids go to a restaurant,
I know what you're gonna say, but
it has it.
I
Yes,
agree with you.
I
It's a healthy thought. It's healthier in the end.
yes. I want them
Saute
to
it.
feel like, you know what, I can make this at home. Like I'm eating this, but I want to know
Yep.
all the ingredients y'all put in there because I'll make it at home and I'll make it better.
Yep.
These days,
It's a good thing.
like my son is a foodie. So he's like, oh, I didn't eat the so they bought them a burger at so they went to a youth program and they bought them a burger and he came back and like his sister said like he only ate the bread. He didn't eat the chicken in it. It's like I tasted it, it didn't taste like
It's
what
like
mommy
you
used to
do.
make. I'm like,
That is a good thing. I think that's actually a good thing, and that's a good tip. You know why? Because in the day and age that we live in now,
mm,
um, you have to be sure of what you buy. You have to be sure of what's
yeah,
going into your food. And your home cooked is going to be healthier. And
that's true.
so, if he feels that, you know what, that was tastier, because
Hmm.
sometimes, it's healthier but not tastier,
Yeah.
so hence you tend to go and eat more out.
Hmm.
But if he has both,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
good. That is a
Yeah.
good thing, actually.
Yeah.
Hey, did you? Did you?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Obviously. And then on the other hand, I'm like, now he's hungry. I have to find another
Yeah.
food. I need to find food. Whereas the sister was like, "Yeah, I ate. I'm good. I don't need anything else." So
And you
he's
have to
like,
make sure you
"No,
reproduce the same thing.
well,
So
no, it
here's
didn't happen on
another
that
thing.
day. Mm-mm.
Well, here's another thing about our grandma's
Mm-hmm.
kitchen
Yeah.
is that the good things came out of it.
Oh yeah.
Very good, tasty, healthy things came out of it. But
Mm-hmm.
now, us, and probably those coming up, you start thinking, man, what did she put in it? What did she put in? Because it was never written down. They may
Yeah.
have told you at the end,
Mm-hmm.
finally, but then you're like, what did she say again?
Yeah.
What did she say again? Or you
Mhm.
try, you do it, you reproduce it, but it doesn't taste exactly
It
the
tastes the
same.
same.
So I
Yeah.
think for our culture, we have to start writing things down.
Writing in things, yeah. And
Writing
no,
them
and
down.
writing things down, or like for my daughter, like we just do a video, and that's
Or do a
one
video.
thing
Yeah.
that made me start a cooking channel, because it was one of those things that people start asking, how do you do this? How do you make this?
Mhm.
How so? Since we started recording, I'm like, I have all these videos on my phone. I might as well just start posting them. So yeah, that's how Fumi PB started on YouTube. So check it out. You might.
So really check it out.
Yeah, you might enjoy some dishes there. I have a whole lot to post. I need to start posting again. But that's how it started. Like, so write down those recipes. We all have smartphones. Record them. Even if you don't start a channel, put it somewhere that your grandchildren or your children can access it.
Hmm.
Um because sometimes it's like my grandma she's my best cook. She is the one that I learned from. We used to spend hours in the kitchen. I used to I tell my daughter now that she loved to cook. She loved and she's the best cook in my world. Um Baking, you will not catch her baking. She will not bake nothing, but
Know
she'll
what you
cook.
can do
Yes.
and what you
And that's
cannot.
that's me too. Like I can bake bread. I love bread, so I learned how to bake bread.
No, my bread is a stone. You could
Oh,
stone.
oh my bread.
You could stone someone with it when I bake bread.
I we need a bread baking class. Like I have experimented. I've done the quick bread, the bread that I can make in 20 minutes. I've done the bread that I can leave, the bread that is sweet and soft.
So we have an episode coming up where Fumi is going to actually give us some tips that you can use now in modern day that will still produce what your grandmama's kitchen produced or what your mama's kitchen produced,
Hmm.
but probably in a shorter time where we don't have to spend 5 hours in the kitchen.
Um, okay, so a few tips before we go. I know we don't because if we're talking about kitchen, we can really go through a long time. I'll say taste, taste, taste your food. Um, Somebody said taste before or taste during before or taste when you're cooking it and taste after, right? Don't just dish it. Um, Sometimes I'm so conscious of I know how it looks. Like I cook with my
Right.
eyes
It
so well
looks,
that I forget
but to taste.
to taste. But yeah, taste after.
My husband sometimes
Um,
say, Lucia, did you taste this? Say, my jaw. Hmm."
I know. Oh, I thought it was just me. So taste during when you're cooking. Um, Experiment in the kitchen. Try new seasonings. Try them.
Mhm.
And for me, when I go to eat
But don't
out,
over season because then they all get
yes, don't mix up like especially if you're
try one
trying
or two at a
something
time.
new. Yeah, if you're trying some like I discovered fennel seeds. Oh my gosh. Those go so good with meat. Like it
Mm-hmm.
gives you that sausagey kind
Mm-hmm.
like the seasoning you have when you do like the sausages. I
Yep.
did that with like pork meat. Like blended it with the pork, minced the pork meat and blended it in there, and it tastes so good.
It
And I've
really.
mixed fennel seed and what is it, coriander seeds. Like
Oh, you don't live in country, India country. That's all we eat
that's
here.
all you eat. Oh no, like but blending those two together and cooking it with like seasoning meat with it. Oh my
It's really
goodness.
nice.
Like
Yeah.
it just explodes or mix it in your burger. Ah, it just gives that a whole new level of flavor. I can see your mouth watering. I can
Tip
see it.
three, otherwise.
Um Feel. Learn how
Yeah.
to feel for textures. Like when rice is done, test it. Like that's the things that my grandma showed me. Like you don't look at the rice and say,
Even if you
"Yep,
use
it
a rice
done."
cooker,
Yep. Huh?
even if you use a rice cooker.
Well, if you use a rice cooker, you already know how much water to put. You've already tested that. But if you just start in, especially if you buy a new bag of rice, it is not gonna cook the same
Right.
with the same water.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
that first one, put little water, and then you can add when you cook in rice, in even in a rice cooker. Like the other day, I think I told you that I had a first world problem that my rice cooker broke right in the middle of cooking rice and I had to
And
transfer
then you
it
have
to a
to
pot.
transfer it to a pot.
I have not cooked rice in a pot for like the longest
I
time.
actually prefer it actually comes out better. Obviously, so you have to pay
Know what you're
attention,
doing.
know what you're doing. So if
I
you don't,
cooked
if you've
rice
never done it,
20,
yeah,
yeah, if you haven't, I've cooked rice at least
I
15 years in a
prefer
pot.
it comes out actually better.
It does come out good, but
It's
yeah,
the time, right?
yeah, the time, and you have to be there. You can
Mm-hmm.
just leave it and go. In the
Yeah,
rice cooker, I can put it, plug it, I'm gone. It does what it needs to do.
exactly.
So, but even with that, um, feel whilst you cook the textures, the grains. Let all your senses cook with you. Let your ears listen when the oil is warm. Let it feel, listen to that pop. You know when it's time to put something in.
We need a
Smell.
petition for those of us that feels that your sense your what? Can we just put it in the pot and get something that we can eat?
No, be there. Be engrossed in it. Be engrossed in there. And you know what? I put a link to a blog I wrote about how to make kitchen time productive because I think it will
It's
go well with this
important, yeah.
episode. So the ways that you make um kitchen time, not just the time that you just cook. It can be your worship time. It can be the time that you
Mm-hmm.
listen to that book that you need to
Mm-hmm.
listen
Mm-hmm.
and those tips. So
Yep.
I'll put a link to that in the description that you can go and read it. And so kitchen time doesn't become mundane. It just become very like this thing that I have to do. Some days you do feel that
Right.
way, trust me.
Right. Right.
You're
And that
like,
is
I wish somebody can come feed these people so I don't have to do it.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, it's a way of service. It's a way of serving the people that we love. So
So give us some of your tips. Put it in the comment section. What are some tips? Because we still want to eat the food that we used to eat when we were in our mama's home and in our
Yeah.
grandma's home.
Hmm.
But again,
Especially if they were good cooks.
especially if they
If
were
they were
cooked.
not, then obviously you can enhance what they were making.
Maybe you did
Maybe you
improve
did.
on
Yeah.
it, right?
Yes. How
So
did
what
you
are
do
some
it?
things that you did, you made,
Hmm.
or you improved on, or
Yeah.
you cut the time, but it still comes out just exactly as it was? Because I think
Yeah.
that's one of our problems,
Yes.
right? The
Yeah.
generation now trying
We
to
want it
have the
quick.
same, but then we don't necessarily have the same
Mm,
time, right?
yeah. Hmm.